Tarik Skubal is not just having a good season, he is defining what dominance looks like. When Skubal pitches, hitters don't feel comfortable. They don't see the ball well. They don't make solid contact. He throws hard, but more importantly, he throws with control. Most pitchers rely on velocity. Skubal combines power, precision, and consistency. That means fewer walks, fewer mistakes, and more strikeouts when it matters. This level of control doesn't happen by accident. Advanced metrics confirm it. Hitters chase his pitches, miss more often, and struggle to square him up. This is not luck. This is repeatable performance. When you combine traditional stats, advanced analytics, and player development data, one name stands out: Tarik Skubal. From a results standpoint, he's proven to be one of the most effective pitchers in baseball. He limits runs, keeps runners off base, and works deep into games with consistency. That level of efficiency is what separates good pitchers from true aces. Advanced StatCast data confirms this dominance. Hitters don't make strong contact against Skubal. Even when the ball is put in play, it's rarely hit hard. He generates a high rate of swings and misses, forces hitters to chase pitches outside the zone, and mixes multiple pitches to keep them guessing. Prospect and development data show why this performance is sustainable. Skubal didn't rely on raw talent alone. He improved over time. His mechanics are clean and repeatable, his command has sharpened, and his success translated as competition increased. This isn't a short-term breakout. It's a complete profile built on performance, control, and development. That's why Tarik Skubal is recognized as one of the top pitchers in the game, and why his impact goes beyond the field and into the card market. That's why MLB Now ranks Tarik Skubal as the #1 starting pitcher in baseball, and that's also why he is a two-time American League Cy Young Award winner. Awards matter because they confirm excellence over time. Now look at the cards. Tarik Skubal's 2020 Bowman Chrome autographs graded PSA 10 are no longer flying under the radar. What we're seeing in the market is not random spikes. It's structured, consistent movement. Base autos, refractors, and low-numbered parallels are all reacting differently, but they're moving in the same direction. Prices that once sat quietly around $400 are now appearing at $800, $1,500, and in some cases even higher, depending on scarcity and parallel color. This matters because the card market doesn't reward noise. It rewards confirmation. When performance stays elite over multiple seasons, buyers gain confidence. Collectors feel safer holding. Investors become more selective instead of speculative. Skubal's profile checks the boxes that the market values most: sustained dominance, award recognition, durability, and a skill set that ages well. That combination reduces downside risk. In my view, this is the phase where cards transition from being undervalued opportunities to established assets. Early buyers are no longer guessing. They're being validated by performance and data. And that's why we're not just seeing higher prices, we're seeing stronger floors. Cards are selling closer to asking price, not being dumped at discounts. This is what a healthy, performance-driven market looks like. And it's exactly why understanding the player first is critical before evaluating the card. Tarik Skubal cards are transitioning out of the speculation phase. The market is no longer asking, what if? It's responding to confirmed performance, awards, and sustained dominance. Another key factor is supply. Bowman Chrome autos from 2020 are a finite pool. Every raw card that gets graded, every card that enters a long-term collection reduces available supply. When performance stays elite, demand doesn't need to grow aggressively for prices to rise. Limited supply does the work. This is how strong card markets mature. First comes performance, then raw demand, then grading pressure, then price stabilization, and finally, long-term appreciation. In Skubal's case, we're already past the early stages. The market has accepted him as a top-tier pitcher. What we're seeing now is refinement. Buyers choosing quality, condition, and scarcity over volume. That's why understanding the raw market first is critical. Graded prices don't move in isolation. They are built on what happens at the raw level. And when raw cards stay in demand while graded examples hold firm, it tells you one thing: confidence. This is not hype-driven behavior. This is conviction-driven buying. That's the difference between a player having a moment and a player becoming an asset. When you step back and look at the full picture, Tarik Skubal's rise is no accident. Over the past seasons, he has established himself as one of the most dominant and reliable pitchers in baseball. His performance has been backed by results, advanced analytics, and league recognition, proving that his success is built on skill, not circumstance. Heading into the 2026 season, the expectations around Skubal are clear. He enters the year as a true frontline starter, with the tools, durability, and experience to continue performing at an elite level. His pitching profile is one that ages well, relying on command, movement, and intelligence rather than pure velocity alone. That gives him a strong foundation for sustained success.
Heading into the 2026 season, the expectations around Skubal are clear. He enters the year as a true frontline starter with the tools, durability, and experience to continue performing at an elite level. His pitching profile is one that ages well, relying on command, movement, and intelligence rather than pure velocity alone. That gives him a strong foundation for sustained success. As long as his on-field performance remains consistent, the card market will continue to respond. His Bowman Chrome autos have already transitioned from speculative plays into established assets, and future movement will be driven by scarcity, grading pressure, and long-term collector confidence. This is the stage where value stabilizes, floors strengthen, and quality becomes more important than quantity. For collectors and investors who understand the connection between performance and market behavior, Tarik Skubal represents exactly what long-term value looks like. That's not speculation. That's the market responding to sustained greatness. At FlipZonix, we don't chase hype. We follow performance. Because when a player dominates the game year after year, his cards stop being collectibles and start becoming assets. If you found this breakdown valuable, make sure to click the like button. Share this video with anyone who wants to understand baseball beyond the surface, performance, data, and long-term value. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more in-depth analysis on players, prospects, and the baseball card market. Here, we don't chase hype. We focus on understanding the game and the market the right way. Subscribe, stay informed, and keep building value through knowledge. God bless your live.